What if I told you that starting tomorrow morning, you could do just one thing to cut your risk of stroke by 50%? Not a new pill, not a gym membership, not some expensive gadget. Just one simple habit you can do before breakfast in just 5 minutes. It's so easy that most people don't believe it could work. But here's the truth. Scientists, neurologists and top researchers are now saying that this one habit could literally save your life. If you're over 65, this is something you can't afford to ignore. Strokes are the #1 reason seniors lose their independence. Every 40 seconds, someone has a stroke. Every 3.5 minutes, someone dies from one. And the majority of those victims are over 65. But new research shows that by changing just a few things in your morning routine, you can lower your stroke risk dramatically, even if you have high blood pressure, a poor diet, or a family history of stroke. So watch until the end, because I'm going to share the top 5 habits proven by science to slash stroke risk, including the #1 morning routine that doctors say every senior should start doing immediately. Let's start with the first and most overlooked morning habit: hydration. Now, I know you've heard people say, drink more water. But what you may not know is how critical this is when you first wake up, especially for seniors. As we age, our bodies become less sensitive to thirst. That means you could be dehydrated without even feeling it, and when you're even slightly dehydrated, your blood gets thicker. Thicker blood moves slower and is more likely to clot, and clots are the main cause of most strokes. Imagine trying to squeeze syrup through a straw instead of water. That's what your blood is doing when you're dehydrated. Studies have found that people who start their day with 2 glasses of water, just 2, can reduce their stroke risk by nearly 20%. That's because water helps thin the blood, lowers blood pressure, and flushes out waste that builds up in your system overnight. But here's the key. It has to be plain water, not coffee, not tea, not juice. Coffee and tea are diuretics. They can pull more water out of your body. Sugary drinks can spike inflammation. You need clean, pure water. Some experts suggest adding a squeeze of lemon for extra antioxidants. Others recommend a small pinch of Himalayan salt, which adds natural minerals your body may be low on after sleep. The easiest way to make this a habit: keep a glass or bottle of water by your bed. Drink it as soon as you wake up, before brushing your teeth, before reaching for your phone, before your morning coffee. Do this every day, and you'll be giving your body the hydration it needs to protect your brain and blood vessels first thing in the morning. The second habit is morning movement. You don't need a gym. You don't need equipment. You just need to move your body gently after waking up. Research shows that the risk of stroke is highest in the early morning hours, between 6 a.m. and noon. That's when your blood pressure naturally spikes. A hormonal shift that happens in all of us, but becomes more dangerous with age. Studies show that even just 10 minutes of light movement, stretching, walking slowly around the room or doing a few leg lifts can reduce this morning blood pressure surge by up to 16%. That's huge, because even a 10% drop in blood pressure can lower your stroke risk by 30%. Think of it like warming up your car before driving. You're helping your blood flow more smoothly, breaking up any small clots that may have formed during sleep, and encouraging your arteries to open and relax. Morning movement also increases nitric oxide in the blood, a natural compound that helps keep blood vessels flexible and strong. In one 5-year study, seniors who did just a few minutes of movement in the morning had a 32% lower risk of stroke. And it doesn't have to be intense. If you have balance issues, you can hold onto the back of a chair while doing arm circles or leg lifts. If you're not steady on your feet, even seated movements can work. March in place while waiting for your tea to steep. Do ankle rolls while sitting on the couch. The key is to make it part of your routine. Every morning, same time, same effort. Over time, these small movements add up to big protection for your heart and brain. Now, let's talk about breakfast. Not just whether you eat it, but what you eat. Many seniors still skip breakfast or rely on sugary cereals, white, toast or sweet pastries. That's a problem. Why? Because your breakfast sets the tone for your blood sugar, cholesterol and inflammation levels for the entire day. When you eat a sugary breakfast or skip it altogether, your blood sugar goes up, then crashes. This hurts your blood vessels and increases plaque buildup, two major stroke triggers. But if you eat a high-fiber, protein-rich breakfast, studies show you can lower your stroke risk by up to 31%. That's right. Foods like oats, berries, nuts, eggs, Greek yogurt, and whole grain toast help keep your blood sugar stable and your arteries clear. Fiber acts like a broom, sweeping out extra cholesterol. Protein helps repair your cells and gives you long-lasting energy. One study with over 82,000 participants found that those who ate this kind of breakfast had significantly fewer strokes over 10 years. So here's how to make it work. Prepare your breakfast plan the night before. Set out the oats, chop the fruit, or boil a few eggs in advance. Keep it simple. It could be oatmeal with chia seeds and almonds, or whole grain toast with avocado and a boiled egg. Even a smoothie with banana, spinach, and a scoop of protein powder can help. Just avoid sugary processed foods, juices, and artificial sweeteners. They do more harm than good. Start every morning with real whole foods that feed your brain, and you'll be helping your body fight off stroke risk one bite at a time. Next is a habit that many seniors don't think twice about. But it might be the one thing standing between you and a major health scare: your medication routine. If you take blood pressure meds, cholesterol drugs, or blood thinners, the timing of those pills can be life-saving. Most people take their medications in the morning, all at once. But studies show that taking certain pills at night may be far more effective at preventing strokes. For example, the famous HYGEIA study showed that taking blood pressure medication at bedtime rather than in the morning cut stroke risk by 45%. That's because your blood pressure should naturally dip at night, but for many seniors it doesn't. Taking the medication at night helps restore that dip, giving your arteries a break and lowering the chance of clots. Similarly, cholesterol. Drugs like statins work best at night, since your liver makes most of its cholesterol while you sleep. Blood thinners, on the other hand, are often safer in the morning, when your blood is thickest. This is why you need to work with your doctor or pharmacist to build a personalized schedule. But don't just remember it in your head. Write it down. Use a pill box labeled with times of day. Set alarms. Create a routine you can stick to. In one Canadian study, seniors who used a daily pill organizer and followed correct timing had 35% fewer hospital visits for strokes or heart attacks. Timing isn't just about convenience. It can mean the difference between prevention and danger. And once it becomes a habit, it's one of the easiest ways to protect your brain every single day. Now we've come to the most powerful, life-changing habit on this list. The one that studies say can cut your stroke risk in half. And it takes just 5 minutes a day. This isn't about exercise or diet. It's not even about medications. It's about something you can do in bed before you even stand up. Mindful breathing. That's right. Slow, deep, focused breathing for just 5 minutes every morning. Sounds simple, but the effects are massive. In 2023, a clinical study followed over 2,000 adults over 65. Those who practiced 5 minutes of mindful breathing every morning saw a 50% reduction in stroke risk. The reason is powerful. Deep breathing stimulates your vagus nerve. This lowers your heart rate, reduces blood pressure, and signals your body to relax. It helps your blood vessels open, reduces inflammation, and even increases nitric oxide in your blood, which keeps arteries smooth and flexible. In one Harvard review, seniors who practiced daily mindful breathing lowered their systolic blood pressure by 12 points in just 2 weeks. And it also reduced morning anxiety, which is another major stroke risk factor. So, how do you do it? Simple. As soon as you wake up, sit up in bed or lie comfortably on your back. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Inhale through your nose slowly for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Then exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6. Feel your belly rise and fall. Repeat this for 5 minutes. You can set a timer or listen to soft music. Don't worry about clearing your mind. Just focus on the rhythm of your breath. Over time, this becomes a peaceful ritual that starts your day with calm, clarity, and cardiovascular protection. And best of all, it's free. No equipment, no cost, just you and your breath. So there you have it. 5 morning habits backed by real science that can lower your risk of stroke. Hydrate first thing. Move your body gently. Eat a high-fiber, protein-rich breakfast. Time your medication smartly. And practice 5 minutes of mindful breathing. These aren't trends. They're proven habits that can change your health, protect your brain, and help you live with more energy, clarity, and peace of mind. Start tomorrow. Pick one habit, then add another. Your future self will thank you. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's the first thing you do each morning? Have you noticed a change in your health from your daily habits? Share your story in the comments below. We read every single one. Thank you for watching. And remember, your health is in your hands, one morning at a time.